Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to reading for the week of August 7th. We're just going to jump right in here, Sag, and see what is going on for you. You have this juggling card. It says, prepare to be busy juggling many roles. You have this inspiration card. It says, spark of inspiration will ignite brilliant new ideas. Yes, I feel like you need to not give up on your ideas as well. I feel that for those of you that have like a side hustle or business or, something like that, it's like maybe not everything is working like at, I almost get like a speed issue. You need things to work faster, but maybe they're not working as fast as you would like. And I do feel this is saying like, okay, are you going to, just give up, or are you going to take this as a challenge? And I feel like you need to, take the things that aren't necessarily working as you want them to, not as like a bad challenge, but as just an opportunity to grow, learn new things, especially in work or business, because you have 2 6s right here. If you've been watching me for a while, I love 2 6s. To me, 2 6s represents kind of being on your path. It's like a little bit it's more of a sign of confirmation that you're on the right path or that you're going in the right direction, clearly, Chariot. So you need to not give up at this time. I feel like I've been saying the same thing to you for like 3 weeks now at least here, Sagittarius. So this could just be the, kind of like the energy that you're in right now. And you have this card, slow and steady wins the race. And then you have this other card, the abundant universe will provide. There you go, Sagittarius. I feel you really need to not give up on something you're working on. You have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. 7 of Cups, a lot of ideas. 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice, having a lot of, different ideas, different plans, different things that you want to create. I always say there are good things and bad things in the 7 of Cups, right? There's some, gold, treasure, some good things. There's like snakes and dragon in another and a mountain. So, they're good and bad, but 7 of Cups also says you need to try something. And especially when we have the 6 of Pentacles here, 7 of Cups can say you have all these ideas for your life, and it could be in work, business, love, money, spiritually, whatever. It doesn't matter. Take it how it resonates. But you are thinking too much about the good and the bad things instead of just getting started and seeing where things go with the 6 of Pentacles. It's almost like 7 of Cups to me sometimes can represent the fear of actually stepping into an experience, having the experience, or just giving it a little bit of energy and seeing where it goes. And so I feel that 6 of Pentacles here, and also the 6 of Wands and the Chariot, are saying you will have a victory, but not if you don't get started. So I feel you need to take action on your ideas or things that are kind of up here, that are in the clouds, that are part of a fantasy. And, I think it's a sign of the times that we're in, but definitely will be a victory if you do that. I do feel like you could have some jealous people around you. I would actually be careful of jealousy. Like if you have people who are jealous, you might want to limit your time with those people. They could just be a drag. I'm not really getting, I don't think this is good or bad. I think it's just saying there might be jealous people who being around them will like drag you down, or just being in their energy will drag you down. So be careful of that. You have the Strength card. So I feel like you've developed a lot of strength over the years. I feel like you have become very strong. I'm actually getting the word independence as well. It's not necessarily a card of independence, but it kind of is. So, I feel like you've gotten to this point where you're able to take care of yourself. You're growing and exploring and, all these things. You've become very strong. I feel like people see you as being very strong as well. So, that's really nice. But let's see where this goes. And you have that inspiration card. Again, the Strength card is inspirational because she's got her hands in that lion's mouth, and people see her taming that lion. So it's like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? The answer is nobody. So, for a lot of you, it's like you could be doing things that are inspiring other people. With the 7 of Cups, you have the 3 of Wands here. 3 of Wands about taking the lead. It's a card of expansion and growth, and I feel for a lot of you, this is, a lot of people read it as your ships coming in, which it definitely can represent your ships coming in. There's a lot of cards here of results or getting results, but for you, I feel it's more about like taking the lead on this right here, going down to the world. The world is something you want to accomplish, so, it's time to get moving. With the 6 of Wands, you have the Emperor. Yep, time to get moving. The Emperor, he's ready to go at a moment's notice. And sometimes I feel that he can just represent taking control, like making something happen, moving towards something. And, that's what I feel here. It's like time to get going. With the Strength card, you have the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. But it is not a bad card. I always say that, the people on the Five of Wands, they're usually fighting with sticks. They're not fighting with swords. So it kind of represents that really they are training. They are learning how to fight, the people on this card. And that's what I feel like you're doing here, is that you're like learning how to fight. You're learning, or, you've learned something through challenges over time. And I feel you're about to have a big victory here, Sagittarius. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, I almost couldn't get that card up. You have this card that says, careless with time, no care in the world. Do not neglect your responsibilities. You have this, in just a few weeks, the universe is supporting you. Eventually, everything connects. Yes, I feel like you need to kind of keep pushing. I do get like the need for some sort of discipline here as well, or like I get the need to be more predictable, like especially for those of you in work or business. If you don't have something predictable, then I feel like you need to do something that is predictable. I know that sounds stupid, but it's like, it's like my videos on this channel. Everything, they're very predictable. I put the same videos out the same time every single week, and except for last week or this week, the beginning of this week, whatever, end of last week, where I took 3 days off, which I have not done. I have had this channel for 10 years. I've never missed a day. So there you go. But what I would say here is, again, I feel that need for predictability in some area of your life, especially regarding finance for some of you. And so, this could be that, every single day you wake up and you set a new goal. It could be anything. I would come up with something, but I feel like it could be very small as well. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is small. It doesn't have to be something big. This can be just a little thing that you're trying every single day to improve your life or your business or your love life. And, I feel like it's a great thing, would be a great thing to do. It is weird to me that, you've probably heard me say it before, that it's weird to me that I think, everyone gets either this card or the Justice card. And, to me, they both represent equal give and take, or cause and effect. You put your energy into something, and like, what do you get back from the things that you invest in? So I really feel that all of us, I always say that justice is the answer to the rest of our lives. So I really feel we really need to pay attention to what we're getting from the situation that we're in. I think a down and dirty, quick little test, by the way, if you're in a relationship, a business, whatever, is to say, like, if I were to match the energy that I am receiving from the situation, what would happen? If the answer is it would fall apart, fix it, or leave. If the answer is things would still be the same, then keep going, right? It's pretty simple. So it's like in a relationship, if you match your person's energy, are they doing enough? If the answer is yes, then great, keep going, right? If the answer is no, communicate. And if they don't change, then leave, plain and simple. So, but again, this goes for all other areas of your life. You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of putting up boundaries. I feel that this is also saying don't give up on something you're working on, which I got right away at the beginning of the reading. I really feel there's going to be a victory for you here, with this Chariot. So I would keep charging towards something that you're working on. You have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups says follow your heart. And even, when we go up this way, we go to the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups, she doesn't really care. She just feels like she should do something and she does it. And so I feel for a lot of you, I believe for everyone, we are in a very heart-based time. So, I feel that you need to follow your heart. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, or Knight of Swords, sorry. I would be very careful of anyone who has breadcrumbed you or does breadcrumb you right now. I would be careful of that energy. Make sure you're getting equal give and take, but not even just love. This could be a boss who's not paying you enough. It could be like an experience that you have where you're not getting anything out of it. Again, Knight of Swords is too hasty and makes bad decisions. But again, definitely could be some sort of I do feel like something maybe is, I wouldn't say stealing your energy, but just not matching your energy. And I feel if you could plug that hole, right, by getting rid of it or correcting it, right? I think correction is always a good idea. People always ask me, they're like, my boyfriend doesn't do whatever I want. And, it's like, should I leave him? I'm like, well, number one, you're asking the question. So the answer is yes, probably already. It could probably save you a bunch of time, right? But number two, have you said anything? Have you opened your mouth? Where, men aren't mind readers, and neither are women, for you men out there. So it's like, I think people need to flap their gums, open your mouth and say something, like, be like, you're not doing this. And maybe they'll have a good excuse, or they'll correct it, or they'll fix it. I know that's like, in 2023 or whatever year we're in, 2024. I don't know. Does anyone ever know? No. So what I'd say is open your mouth. With the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Swords. Yes, King of Swords is about kind of becoming an expert. It says, I always look at him as the king with the most experience, and he has knowledge and wisdom. It's like he has put his knowledge into practice, which that's why we're going towards this victory here in your reading, because I feel that you've learned a lot, but you've also been practicing the things that you have learned. With the Queen of Cups here, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about taking some sort of risk. It can represent a breakup or a separation, but we really don't see that here. Again, I mean, with that Knight of Swords, I would be careful of a person from the past, but really, this to me would be you taking the risk of putting out work into the world. You have the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles. The Hermit has a star in his lantern, but it's in the lantern. It's stuck in the lantern. He needs to blast his star out all over the place and share his ideas or, express something into the world. The Three of Pentacles is literally a card of quality work. He is showing off the quality of his work. So I feel some of you need to take the risk of kind of exposure, the risk of, putting things out there. And I've been saying that we're entering into the time of Pluto and Aquarius, and, officially 2024, it'll be there for 20 years basically. And, what I would say here is that, I think the biggest risk people could take is exposure, saying something being wrong, putting up a YouTube video and being wrong. It's like those are the risks. That's the risk we will feel. But if we take those risks and we inspire someone, we'll be super successful. So that's what I would do if I were you. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card. You will be a great success. There you go. But you will have to go through it to get there, which I think you've been going through it. There are lessons to be learned. Basically everything I just said. It says you have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon. Yes. Seven of Cups. Literally your first card. I said it when I put it down on the table, that I feel like you have a ton of ideas. But these ideas need to be put into practice. And it could be any type of idea. It could be ideas for more love in your life, ideas to, save the cats. It could be ideas to do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I would just do it, whatever it is. I think action is the most important thing right now. We're stuck in this dream world. I say it to everyone. Neptune and Pisces. I have a big problem with Neptune and Pisces, and I'm a Pisces, right? I can't even handle it. The problem with Neptune and Pisces is we have these big dreams, and we don't do anything about it because the fantasy is very attractive with Neptune and Pisces. The fantasy of the situation feels better than the reality, or we think it does, or our brains trick us to think like, oh, just keep daydreaming about this all day long, be like a Pisces and don't do anything. So, really, I think that we are in a time of action. We need to make certain moves, or we need to at least take the first steps. And, that's where this is going. It looks to me like you are taking the steps to have whatever you want. You have the Chariot, the Death card, and the World. This is a row of accomplishments, right? I mean, you have the Chariot, which is a victory or an accomplishment. You have the World, which is an accomplishment. So I definitely feel there could be some sort of win coming in for you. This could also be an ending. He's leaving the city behind him behind. You have the Death card, which could be an ending. You have the World, which can represent, the completion of something. And, he's leaving the city so that he can set himself apart. So he can be seen as being different or unique or whatever. So I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of like charging to new levels of success. You have the Death card here. The Death card is, of course, some sort of transformation that you could be going through. And also, by the way, this right here, this represents like a white rose. And the white rose here on his banner, it represents like the light and the dark. It kind of represents that pinprick of light that chases away the darkness. So I feel like you're kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. You have the World, some sort of accomplishment coming in for you. It's something that you've wanted for a long time. Some of you could be moving, by the way, which, would be a good idea. So let's see. Or you could be going on vacation, I suppose. With the Chariot, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely a lot of good financial stuff going on here. Eight of Pentacles is much more focused than the Seven of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, he's working, on a traditional Eight of Pentacles, I should say. He is working on one thing. He is only working on the Pentacles. So I kind of feel focus would be a good idea for you, or like focusing on one thing would be a really good idea for you, building something up, especially in work or business, but, also in love or anything else that you're working on. Focus on what works and just focus on that one thing. With the Death card, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, major change in your fortunes. Very fortunate reading, I would say. It looks like there's a lot of success here. With the World, you have the Seven of Cups. There you go. You have the start, Seven of Cups, you go down to the Seven of Cups. It's literally saying, like, you could have the world if you would get more focused, if you would, kind of like focus on the things that are working in your life. But also, I feel this is very important. It says you will be a great success, but you will have to go through it to get there. There's lessons to be learned. So I really feel that there's still things you have to learn. And, I feel like you need to realize that, like, success isn't linear, right? It's not like this. It's more like this and, like, all over the place, right? And so I feel like you need to realize that and not give up. I feel like you need to keep pushing forward. And I'm going to cut you off right there before you leave the comment. I'm talking to you, whoever you are, right? Because I guarantee someone's going to leave a comment that's going to say, well, I'm sick and tired of waiting and all this other stuff. Again, success is not linear. It's not like, let's say it takes you 6 years to get to this success. It's not like this. It's not like if you have a certain amount of money that you want to make every single day, let's say that, right? It's not like you're going to make $5 a day until 6 years from now. And then all of a sudden you're going to make a bunch of money. It's like this, right? It goes up. It might go like this, but it goes up over time. So before you leave a comment, I see you there trying to leave a comment. Again, it's going to go up over time. It's not like this is something where, things don't just like snap into existence like that. Well, sometimes they do, but what I'd say here is that this is something that's happening over time, whatever you're building. Next, you have this buffalo spirit. Says the abundant universe will provide. You have this turtle spirit. Says slow and steady wins the race. Yes. So again, don't try to rush things. I know. Trust me. I get it. It's like wanting to be like a millionaire overnight or whatever the case may be. I know it sounds sexy, but again, it usually doesn't happen like that. And actually, yes, it does. Every single millionaire is an overnight millionaire, right? It's like one day they didn't have $1 million, the next day they did. So every single one, it happens overnight. But, I feel like whatever you're trying to accomplish, doesn't matter, love, you could be looking for an abundant relationship, abundant health, whatever you're trying to do right now. It's like you're getting there, and I feel like you just need to keep pushing forward. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, which is the accomplishment, and the Three of Pentacles. This row is going to represent the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. It is a good row. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. I do feel like she is saying you need to continue to be resourceful. You need to continue to learn how to, do new things in life and have new experiences and all that other good stuff. You have the Hermit. Again, the Hermit has climbed to this top of the mountain there, and he is, he's done some soul searching. He's been through like a dark night of the soul. So I feel like you've been through, kind of like the hardest parts of whatever you're doing, and now you are kind of finding success. So I do feel like there is a lot of success coming in for you with this Hermit card. And yeah, I feel like I do feel like you need to shine your inner light. It is the good stuff, but I feel there are things that you need to share with the world and not be afraid to share. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. So number one, so definitely allow people to help you if you're trying to grow something in your life. Number two, it is a card of kind of quality work. He has done a really good job. So, I feel it's time, like they say, you got to flaunt it, right? I feel like it is time for you to flaunt something to the world, which we see right here, because I feel it'll get you a lot of attention. I keep saying that, like, to me, there are like three currencies of the future, basically. One of them is going to be attention. So, I think people who can capture attention and do it well are going to be very successful. This could be on social media, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be you do something nice for the world and everybody notices, right? It could be anything. So, again, I feel like there are things that you need to share, with the world, and I feel it could lead to a lot of success. So there you go. But let's clarify. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. You're showing up a strong position. I thought you had it twice for some reason, but, the Temperance card is your energy. I think when you show up as yourself, it just puts you in a position of power and strength. With the Hermit, you have the Six of Wands again. So love it. Six of Wands twice. Amazing. And you have it in the middle twice as well. The Hermit, this is like some sort of victory. I feel like you could be overcoming an obstacle or, overcoming some sort of challenge. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is something new, or, this could be a new person if you're looking for love. Although I don't really feel this is necessarily a love reading. I feel this is more, you creating whatever type of abundance in your life that you want. Doesn't have to be financial. It could be love abundance. It could be, health abundance, whatever type of abundance you're trying to create. I feel like doing new things, having new experiences is going to, basically lead to that type of abundance. But sorry, I'm just dropping cards today. Let's see what is going on for you. I'm pulling 5 main themes. You have this barrel. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yes. I would just keep doing what you're doing. I think things are going to show up. Something, again, don't be afraid to kind of like balance things out with the Three of Pentacles. You have this younger man. It says dealings with relationships with a younger man. And I always clarify these people cards. You have the September card. You could be meeting like a younger person in the month of September. It could be for love. I kind of do feel if you are looking for love, maybe September is just a better month for you. You have this ant. It says work, achievement, success. Yes. Ants are capable of lifting a lot more than their body weight. So, I feel like people are going to see you like this. I feel like they're going to see you as someone who's been able to, accomplish a lot in life, or, they could if you take these new opportunities and, if you grow through, if you follow whatever this card says, to be a great success, you have to go through it. So I feel like you've already been through it. And I don't think this is saying like, oh, life is going to be hard. But I also feel like it's saying, don't do this. Like I said, don't do the $5 a day. I was just using money as an example. So, don't do this right here. It's like, go like this, go up, right? Challenge yourself in all areas of your life. You have this wind chimes card. It says peace and harmony. Yeah, I do feel like you are very focused on protecting your peace and harmony at this time. You have this vine card. It says seek out information that will help you. Yes, are you kidding me? King of Swords. That could be like a person. Am I making that up too? Oh no, you do have the King of Swords with the Nine of Wands. King of Swords could be like getting a mentor. Learning from people you look up to. Pretty much any of those things is what I would do here with this energy. Is like learning from people around you. I feel would be a great idea. But this looks amazing. I love this. So thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it, and definitely enjoy your week.